Hey there, English learners. Welcome to ML's English Podcast, where grammar gets easier, clearer, and a whole lot more fun. Today's lesson is all about degrees of adjective comparison. You know, why is one thing big, another bigger, and a third the biggest? We'll break it all down, simplify it, and make sure you leave with confidence. So, grab your notebook, stay focused, and let's dive right in. Right, so you see words like these all the time. But what's the real difference here? When we choose one of these words over another, we're making a comparison. And, getting a handle on this is an absolute key to sounding more natural and precise in English.
To really get to the bottom of this, let's use a super simple story. It's about three friends and their mangoes. Trust me, it's the perfect way to see these three basic levels or degrees of comparison in action.
Okay, first up, we've got Rama. The sentence tells us his mango is sweet. That's it. The adjective is just in its simple, basic form. We're not comparing it to anything else, just stating a fact about it. This is what we call the positive degree.
Now Hari shows up, and his mango is sweeter. See that little ER on the end? That's our signal. It tells us we're now comparing two things, Hari's mango and Rama's mango. We're saying Hari's has more of that sweet quality. This is the comparative degree.
And finally, along comes Govind. His mango is the sweetest. That est ending tells us we're comparing more than just two things. We're putting Govind's mango up against all the others, and his comes out on top. It has the highest possible degree of sweetness. And that, my friends, is the superlative degree.
So, let's just quickly make that official. The first step, the positive degree, is just the adjective on its own. Sweet, big, happy. It simply describes a quality. No comparison happening here at all. It's our starting point.
Next, the comparative degree. This one always involves comparing two things. It tells us one has more of a certain quality than the other one. Think sweeter, bigger, happier. And a little tip, keep an eye out for the word than, because it almost always shows up here.
And then we have the superlative. Think super. This one's for the champion, the number one, the top of the heap. It compares three or more things and picks one out as having the absolute most of a quality. This is where we get sweetest, biggest, happiest. It's the ultimate. Okay, so now we know what they are. The next logical question is, how do you actually make them? Well, for most adjectives, it's actually pretty simple. It really just comes down to two main rules. So rule number one is for our short adjectives, usually the ones with just one syllable. You just add to compare two things and est for the top one. Sweet, sweeter, sweetest. Easy, right? And there are just a few little spelling tweaks to know. If it ends in E, like brave, you just add the R or st. If it ends in Y, like happy, you switch the Y to an I. And for words like big, you double that last letter. It's a simple pattern you'll get the hang of in no time.
But what about the longer words? I mean, you never say beautifuler, right? It just sounds clunky. And that's where rule 2 comes in. For longer adjectives, like beautiful or difficult, we don't change the word at all. We just pop more or most in front of it. So the simple takeaway is, short words get endings, long words get helper words.
Of course, English just loves to have its exceptions. These are the irregular adjectives, the ones that play by their own rules. But don't worry, there really aren't that many, and learning them is what will make you sound like a real pro. Think of them as the fun ones. And here are the most important rule breakers you need to know. Look at this. Good doesn't become gooder. No way. It becomes better and then best. Bad turns into worse and worst. These don't follow a pattern, so it's really just a matter of memorizing them. But the good news is, these are some of the most common words we use, so you'll master them fast.
All right, you ready to level up? Let's dive a little deeper into some of those irregulars. There are a few tricky pairs that can trip up even native speakers. We're going to clear up two of the most common ones right now, so you can use them with total confidence.
First up, older versus elder. Okay, here's the deal. Older is your all-purpose word. You can use it for people, you can use it for things. A temple can be older, a person can be older. But elder is special. It's pretty much only used for people, and usually people in the same family, like your elder brother. You would never call a temple elder.
Next up, later versus latter.
This one's all about time versus position. Later and latest always refer to time. I'll see you later, or what's the latest news? But latter and last, those refer to the order of something in a list. If someone gives you two choices, you might pick the latter one, meaning the second one they mention.
So why are we learning all these rules? What's the point? Well, because it gives you options. Once you master these 3 degrees, you can say the exact same idea in different ways. And that makes your speaking and writing so much more dynamic.
Let's look at a quick example. Here, we're using the superlative. Shakuntala is the best drama in Sanskrit. It's a really strong, direct statement. It puts that drama right at the very top.
Now watch this little magic trick. We can say the exact same thing, but this time using the comparative. Shakuntala is better than any other drama in Sanskrit. Has the meaning changed? Not one bit. We just rephrased it.
And we can even do it a third way, using the positive degree. No other drama in Sanskrit is so good as Shakuntala. Do you see that? 3 totally different sentence structures, but they all mean the same thing. This is what gives your English real power and flexibility.
So, at the end of the day, this isn't just about being correct. It's about building your language toolbox. The more ways you have to say something, the more powerful and interesting your English will be. It's that simple.
So I'm curious, which of these do you find the trickiest? Is it the irregular ones like good, better, best? Or maybe one of those tricky pairs like older and elder? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for tuning in to ML's English Podcast. I hope today's lesson helped you take one more step toward mastering English. If you enjoyed the video, like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you'll never miss a new episode. Have questions or grammar topics you'd like to learn next? Drop a comment below. I'm always listening. Until next time, keep learning, keep practicing, and stay confident. See you soon.